And again,
good job. Picking up the loot.
Some parts and loot.
Yeah, like we said earlier, what's pretty cool if you play co-op is that if only one of the crew party achieves the event's goal, everybody wins, everybody loses. So yeah, again, progression is way faster this way.
Absolutely. I mean, it's always a key element for us to make sure that by playing with your friends, you are getting a little bit more, whether it's loot or anything related to the game. And just after the event, as you can see, and again, once again, you can switch to another vehicle with the fast fab. So here we're back to playing.
Completely seamless.
So and this is one, sorry.
Just like that, I was going to say we can seamlessly shift into the next discipline in that case.
Absolutely.
Which is Motocross.
Oh yes.
So it's a special motocross event.
It is, yeah. It's a little bit different.
It's not a regular one.
We picked out a special one for you today.
Not so many trees in that one.
Yeah, but still, it's an off-road event.
It is.
It certainly is.
It is part of the off-road family.
It is. It's got a special flavour to it. As you can see, it's called Wolf Territory.
Absolutely.
And you start off in the hills on what looks like a classic motocross track.
Yeah, it's just next to the Hollywood sign,
Yeah.
like in real life.
Pretty
You can
classic.
take a
Absolutely, we
bite
do
out
that
to the
every
Hollywood
day.
sign.
Nice.
That sounds pretty normal motocross race.
So far,
now.
but takes a turn to something interesting in a second.
Nice view
Yeah.
again.
It is really nice vista.
There we go, so this one is very different gameplay from the last one. But again, here it's very fun, it's very dodgy, very rocky, and you're still not in the first place. So, I mean, nice flip, but...
That's not the way to
Don't
show
push too
off,
hard.
man, come on.
I'm joking, joke aside. Yeah. As you can see, so this is an event where we modified the way this area looks right now, because we can do that on the fly for these different events. But as soon as you get out, the way the city looks will be back to normal. This is how we wanted to make sure the entire map is a playground for you anytime you want it. And this is something really, really cool.
Yeah, because we also have the regular town.
Yes,
Hollywood is not always with jumps and
it's
everywhere.
not just people jumping all around all the time.
Exactly.
But just for more fun.
Absolutely.
It's possible. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
super cool to try.
It means you get the flavour of every family in pretty much every environment in the
Exactly.
US as well. So you wanted to try motocross in LA? Well, there you go. You can.
Why not?
So as you were explaining, James, here, you can see you are still off-roading, but you're not just in the nature here, we are in the town, and we did that with some quiet events because we wanted to make sure we can have fun with as much terrain and map as possible. And as you can see, there's always different ways you can go, on top, below, and you can be, of course, at the 5th position.
Yeah. You're trying to show off in the beginning, but now try to be at the first place and we will talk.
He makes 5th
Yeah,
position look
technically
good.
it's off-road because it's not often on the road, as we can see.
Yes,
so.
true.
Yeah,
That's very true.
That's the way to put it.
I'm being nice, guys.
And for people familiar with the Crew 1, there are some areas that you may recognize, but you will see that have changed quite a lot.
Yeah.
They've been reimagined completely.
Absolutely.
Like we said, the whole map has been redesigned and reshaped to cater to
Exactly.
all those new disciplines that we've created.
Absolutely.
And that means, of course, those kind of really unexpected playgrounds. And so yeah, you'll see a bit more of that tonight. Actually, we have a few more challenges of that type to show you.
As you were just explaining,
Yeah.
Claire was explaining, you completed the 5th position, but because one of you were in the first 3, then you did realize and complete the objective.
So even though Aurel sucked, he won the loot.
Whoa, let's stop here.
Teasing is taken to the next level now.
Okay, so we're skipping all the cinematics. We don't want to spoil too much today. There is a lot to discover about our families, about the different characters, but you will be able to play all of this tomorrow morning. Very nice.
Of course.
And I think now it's time to what could be one of the favourite disciplines, I think, especially yours, Arnaud.
Yeah, it's mine.
Arnaud's pretty
Getting
happy.
excited?
I'm really bad at it, but I really like it.
Yeah, that's the kind of discipline that's really cool, even though you're not good at it.
Exactly.
It's fun,
So,
yes.
yeah.
It's quite fun.
It's just about fun, yeah.
And
So
it is, of
let's go
course,
to
you may have
drift.
guessed it, drift, yes. So back in the street race family, another classic discipline
With a classic car.
with a classic
Yeah.
car. With a
Shelby
nice classic muscle.
500 1977.
Yeah.
Next time we will forbid any customization.
They're calling a lot of
Very nice.
Thank you, Anna.
Nice,
That was perfect.
nice.
So,
So yeah, speaking of unexpected playgrounds, we're in the harbor in LA. So again, in the middle of containers and often on a ship
Yeah.
doing drift. So
Yes.
yeah, that's pretty amazing, right?
it's really cool. I think it's really cool areas because you can enjoy what you can see around you and at the same time make sure you don't smash or hit anything. So really, really, really like it. And we did change it quite a bit since the crew one. I mean, when it comes to drifting, right?
We did, yeah. And in fact, Aurel is going to give us a bit more
Oh,
information
right,
on that a
okay.
little bit later. He's
Yeah.
going to give us some pro tips.
Sorry, spoiling again.
so
Pro tips, yeah.
yes,
Yes, yeah.
I mean, we
But,
could give you some pro tips, but you know, we don't want to show off too much.
We still want to hit the top of the leaderboards. But one thing that's worth pointing out, I guess, is that you will have noticed collision between cars isn't on. So the focus in this discipline is really just on the drifting itself. You don't have to worry about any other players
Yeah.
on the circuit. It's just you heading around and trying to hit the best
Absolutely,
drifts possible.
it is about skill here.
Exactly.
And we know there are some players that will want to show us their skills in the open
Yeah.
beta. So we expect to see some of you, and you can share your scores whether with the sharing feature or just sending us that directly on the social media or anywhere.
Yeah, that's what's pretty cool with all score-based discipline. Like it fires up the competition right away, and
It really
everyone's
does.
looking forward to try the best to get on the top of the chart. So.
Yeah, we will keep an eye on the leaderboards. And if you beat the dev team, they will be super pissed off. They will
They're
try
gonna party.
to
They're
get the
gonna-
first position back. Okay, so Ali is doing the job okay.
He's actually doing really good. I mean,
He is
compared to
doing good,
my
yeah.
skill, he's doing really, really good. But I know that some people will smash that.
Yeah, and he will give us some tips afterwards to also give you a bit more of an introduction of how to master this system.
Yeah, how it works particularly in the crew
Yeah,
2
there are
as
a
well.
few tips that aren't so, how can you say, obvious, and that can help you out.
That's the point. That it's
Yes.
Insider
so obvious and so natural that sometimes you want to do something
Definitely.
special and it's not
Something a
the
little bit
case.
people think we're dangerous.
Okay.
Okay,
There
so
we go.
no spoilers here.
No spoilers, no spoilers. So the next discipline we want to show is the jet sprint.
It is, yeah, and much as we love seeing a little bit of classic muscle and Aurel crashing.
I'm
containers,
yeah, it's amazing.
This
Did you say
one,
jet sprint?
Jet Sprint is something a little bit different. So in the closed beta, you were able to try out power boats, big, powerful ships that will be mostly used on open oceans, big lake, big spaces, going as fast as you can. Now, Jet Sprint is a very different dynamic. They're much more nervous, maneuverable boats.
Yes.
And you've still got a few shared mechanics with the boats that you've been able to experience in powerboating. So the trimming, for instance,
Absolutely.
you pull
Yeah.
back on the left joystick.
Yeah.
However, the difference here is that whereas trimming is good for long straight lines, being able to get that advantage against other people when you're neck to neck, it's not so good when you've got to take a lot of twists and turns. You've got
Well,
to be very
it's a
maneuverable.
lot harder. It's a lot
Yeah.
harder to master.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're losing grip
Yes.
a lot. So
But
yeah.
I gotta tell you, I really love this area and this scenery
Yeah.
It's
because
a beautiful map.
I mean, you are where is that? Las Vegas, I think, yeah.
Las Vegas,
Yes,
yeah.
You are in Las Vegas, playing with a jet sprint, going very fast, having very quick turns. I mean, it's so fun. I mean, I really like it.
It really is beautiful.
I
It's just
really
all-
love the color of the water.
That's
right?
what I was
Oh,
going to
yes.
say. Color of the
they did
water.
amazing job with the water, generally speaking, but here it's like you just want to
You're gonna
take a
want-
dive, like
Yes,
you want to
absolutely.
swim in
Can I
there.
come back and have a dive here? Just have my cocktails on the back.
Exactly.
And speaking of the colours as well, one thing to point out too is that at night it changes completely.
Absolutely.
Completely
Yeah.
different atmosphere, completely different
Yes,
environment. So the race itself remains the same, but obviously it's all lit in a different way. So
and
it's
the
completely
lights
different
are
experience.
so
lights.
beautiful.
The
up
lights are
there.
pretty great, yeah, with all the reflections on the water. So come back and check it out at night.
Yeah, I was going to say, that might not be obvious for everyone, is that these are not just inventions that came out pure of our mind and the mind of our creative team.
Yep.
They saw this, they saw it in real life, and we know that some people do race in small boats like that that
Yeah.
were very fast and really crazy, and well, they don't hit that much walls or else. However, this can be true.
They're really doing it hardcore. I was looking at the
There's some
smashing
serious
and
competition
the,
here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you wanted to see what it did look like in real life, there was a making of released that Claire's worked on. It's her baby. That you can have a look at online.
Can be very proud of
It
this
didn't
one.
take me 9 months, sorry.
But it gives you a really cool insight.
Absolutely, yes.
It gives you a really cool insight into the real motorsports world behind.
And the passion,
Yeah.
and the passion
Yeah.
that
And the
we
passion
do
that the people
have
who practice it,
about
yeah.
it. I mean, that's very, very important for all of us to bring that to the game, and we hope to bring out to you guys. So yes, play it, give us your feedback, because we're here also for your feedback, and we see your scores, of course.
Please watch this video. This video is amazing.
It really is very cool. Yeah.
So this
Alright.
time,
Hey,
hey, was
first us.
Okay, when
First
you
time
crush
for
people
everything.
against the wall, you win. That's good.
And again, filling up the bar. So this time the bar will be a little bit bigger to fill up. Each time can be this
Yep.
way. But you win followers, you win fame, so you can unlock more stuff and get money to buy new vehicles.
Absolutely.
So
Oh.
let you watch this little video. As
This one you get to see.
receive a new guest.
Yeah, we need to keep the crowds and the pilots entertained. We always need to find a
Yes, there will be many videos like this one in the game,
say to everyone, stay tuned. Wait
but the
till
other
you
ones
see
will
what's
let you
next.
discover.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aurel is
We are joined by the one and only
Hi everyone.
Aurel, whose
Can we
gameplay
switch
you've
the
just
camera
been.
to Aurel? Yeah.
There he is, in all his glory, basking in his first victory in jet sprint.
We are super proud of you.
We are.
Thank you.
We're actually teasing
Yeah.
Aurel, but he is actually one of the best drivers, but he do work on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I'm game designer 3C, which means I'm tweaking the characters, which are the vehicles, and the cameras and the controls. So yeah, actually I quite know a bit of it.
Yes, yes.
At least you try.
Yeah,
At least you try.
You just forgot your motocross skills, but
yeah, but I needed to let them win a bit. After we're gonna have a last race. And
I mean, joke aside, it's of course it's a very important part of the game, and this is something that Aurel and the team he's part on do work on, and they check all the vehicles, how they perform in real life. I mean, the tweakings are very, very precise, and the modifications that are being done take months sometimes for vehicles.
yeah,
So,
as a video was released not so long ago for Renault, they compared me, or I compared myself as a goldsmith, and a few people didn't forget that.
that's your nickname now.
Yeah,
the Goldsmith.
that's my new nickname. And yeah, in fact, we have quite complicated but really precise and detailed engine for all the vehicle physics. So it's quite a hard job, in fact, because
Oh,
we
we
have
do
a
know
lot of parameters.
We know it's
feel
hard
your pain.
already.
Thank you for joining us.
So yeah,
Thank you.
And in fact, speaking of all the handling, we were actually going to have a look at all that with you a little bit later in a bit more detail too.
sure.
But first,
We are back in the house.
Welcome.
And there.
oh, look at that.
Oh, so cute.
Custom
He
library
made
just
us-
for the event. That's what he
That's
spent
why-
all his time doing instead of
Yeah,
practicing.
exactly.
He wasn't training at all.
Forgot to train. Did us a cool sticker.
So now that we are popular, there have been some change. So if you play the closed beta, you can change that deco have changed a bit. But
in
there
the
are-
house, you mean? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the house, yeah. But we have also a surprise. Just behind you, the lift is now
Open. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is something that you didn't have access to in the closed
You
beta.
have access to only one floor.
Exactly. And now, lo and behold,
Welcome to the garage.
welcome to the garage.
Yeah, the idea is to make sure that while you're getting more famous, actually, your house, yes, is getting bigger, and you have more space to bring your vehicles. And this is just one step. There might be more.
Yeah, there will
Yeah.
be
Who
more.
knows?
I think we
knows?
already saw them in the elevator, but yeah.
Yeah,
surprise.
no, maybe buttons.
Mystery.
Okay, so the first thing we want to see with you today, Aurel, is the performance customization. because 2 weeks ago we had the opportunity to go through the visual, the stickers, etc. with Paul and Julien. Today, can you give us a quick overview of what's happening in this menu?
For sure. So when you'll finish an event, or skill, or mission, you will receive parts, and depending on the rarity and colors, you will have affix, which are modifiers linked to the part. For example, here the green ones don't have any affix. They will just level up the power of your vehicle, while the blue one has one, and the purple ones have 2 affixes.
But what are affixes?
Affixes are actually gameplay and progression modifiers. For example, they can improve your nitro, or your scoring, or your fame points acquiring, and everything. Approximately, we have 30 affixes.
And
So,
you can equip those based on your play style and how it is you like to approach each discipline.
Exactly. So meaning that every build you are going to have is going to be unique and to your own taste and personal tastes.
And don't worry, you will be able to see, as you can see here, there are the option detail to see. You don't have it, but you have it here. So in-game, all players will be able to, as you just did, to see what the option or the affix here brings. So here it's one that will give you a little bit more bucks, but others can give you the, here we go, this one decreases the offroad bumps. So there, as Aurel was explaining, all these options can allow you to, well, customize your experience, your driving experience, the way you want it.
Your very own experience.
Absolutely.
And that's something that we're gonna see just after. But maybe can you just give an overview of what are the different type of parts you can equip, just quickly?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go back to that menu.
Because we know it now by heart now, but some people maybe not.
There you go.
So here you can see directly the statistic of the vehicle upgrading on the right, depending on the part you're equipping. And what's more important is what I'm going to show you now, which are the pro settings. So it's divided in two parts. In fact, the global one is general to the family of the vehicle, meaning if I change this one, it will be for all the street racings. And under that, you will see the pro settings, which you will unlock depending on your fame status. As you can see, famous, star, and iconic.
So those ones are only based to one vehicle.
Exactly. Those are based on this specific vehicle. So you can have a special tweaking for each vehicle you have in your garage, harbor, or plain garage.
For example, on my side, I know that I do not tweak a lot these because I like the way you already configured it on my vehicle.
Thank you very much.
But we do know that many vehicles, many players want to be able to be as precise as possible for each of the vehicles. This is something that's been requested quite a lot.
Absolutely.
So we went quite far here, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not gonna explain every single parameters, but to make it quick, most of them will deal with under and over steering. To make it quick, when you take a turn and your car starts going outside the turn, it's an understeering. If it starts to go inside, it's an oversteering. Then there are many parameters that will allow you to tweak this specific behavior of your car or vehicle.
Of course, because we're here talking about a car, but you can do that with a plane, with a boat.
Yeah, the parameters will change depending,
of course, will be different
on the type of vehicle.
So in this open beta, you unlock those three: tire grip front, tire grip rear, and brake power.
For the cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, I know there's a parameter the player actually love a lot, which is the camber. So I'm gonna make a quick explanation of how it works. In fact, the camber is the angle of the wheels. And you're gonna want, for a drifting car, for example, that the angle is negative on the front. So you will have a hard grip, and an angle neutral or positive at the back, so you can slide easier.
Okay.
For example, you can tweak this with the camber, front and rear, as you can see here at the famous level.
Right. So we won't have access to that in the open beta, but
Just teasing.
just teasing, exactly,
You will,
because we've
in the
already
end.
seen quite a few videos from you guys about how you've tweaked the settings you had available to you in the closed beta. A few analysis videos of how much they affected the control over your car, or other vehicles for that matter, and you can see that that is just the beginning. We've got plenty more of that coming, and obviously they will combine with the different parts you can equip
Yes.
for really unique behavior for every single one of your vehicles,
Yeah.
exactly in your own playstyle as well.
Yes.
Exactly.
So maybe so it's somewhat clear for me, but I'm pretty sure many people understood what you said. That's the most important. But maybe we can move now to some drift tutorial.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's go
I
for
mean,
that.
not for me. I don't need any. I mean,
No,
course.
if there is one discipline that needs a couple of tips from a pro, it's the drift.
So, my first tip for the drift, and please forget the race I did before, is try to avoid touching any breakable or static or walls or vehicles or anything, because you will lose your multiplicator and your scoring if you touch a single part of the landscape or anything.
You break, you buy.
So, exactly. If you want to score, don't touch anything. Second, the most important point is that we changed the drift a lot compared to TC1. In fact, in the Crew 1, we needed to brake and handbrake to launch the drift. And now in TC2, what's really better is that you just need to use the thrust and the steering to start the drifting slide, in fact. Not meaning that the brakes are nitro are useless. You can use them just to slow down your speed, or if you need more power, you can use also the nitro, as you can see here. But sometimes too much power will make you touch the wall. And
Really?
lose-
wasn't that the first rule you
Yeah.
just told us not to touch things?
The first one is to break the first one. Okay. Cool.
That's actually weirdly more accessible and more realistic as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's more accessible, but it's still difficult to master. If you want to really be at the top of the leaderboard,
It
it's not
always
that
takes
easy.
training.
If you really want to be at the top, you need to take out the assistants.
Give yourself a bit of a challenge.
That's
Okay.
So
Once you're ready, obviously.
if you're looking for challenge and a bit more of simulation, then you can take off the sliding help and all the helps you want, in fact. And you can see that I can even end up in spinning.
It's kind of more hardcore mode, right?
Exactly, but the sliding sensations will be quite more interesting depending on the profile of your
And
driving.
in your example, do you perform better when you are in this mode, or do you need a little bit of assistance?
I think this
I
mode
need
is really for hardcore,
Yeah.
but if you're getting used to it, you will have a better feeling, in fact, in the end. But it will not make you better than the others. It will just change your way of seeing the driving and the
Okay.
drifting.
So the experience itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I mean, this is what was the where we were having the events earlier, so you can recognize many of the you can recognize actually the area, but you can see that many signs have been removed because right now we're not in an event, and automatically without any loading, the area is just back to open world. It's a free area for you, for your friends, for switching back to a plane, of course.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like you can access all those places, all those spots with whichever vehicle you like. Like
Yes.
you can go on a I don't know touring car circuits with your buggy, with your off-road cars or whatever. Really, it's completely free.
Absolutely.
Okay, so maybe we should move to the last event of this live stream.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we've seen the new discipline available on the open beta, but of course, as we said before, you will unlock new events on
Oh my
existing ones.
Absolutely.
So we know that street race is something that you want more and more and more. So if
It's
you
an
play the
all-time
closed beta,
favorite.
we have some others to propose to you, and now we're gonna go to Harlem.
Harlem
Yeah.
West. Yeah.
Harlem West, if I'm correct. So now we will go back with the guys. I don't know, should you invite them or should they invite you?
Arza,
Not sure.
maybe
Yeah.
should invite me. Arza.
Someone
Arza.
invite Aurel.
Arza, you're there? Oh yeah. Oh, here
Here
it
we
is.
go.
Yeah.
Here comes the invite.
Thanks, Arza.
So when you receive an invitation, you're never forced to do it. If you want to play in crew, but for instance, I don't know, I'm playing with Sofiane and he wants to do some motocross, and I don't really, I prefer to do some drift.
Chill.
Well, we can stay in crew.
So you're saying I'm inviting you to play with me, enjoy your time
Yeah,
with me,
and he
in
wants
the
to
best
blow you up.
experience. Are you just saying? So you didn't take James as an example. You took me as an example. I don't want to play with James.
Everyone
you
wants to
very
play
much.
with me.
Nobody
I'm
wants
just a
to
nice
play
guy.
with
It's
you.
also because I lose a lot. That's why everyone wants to play with me.
It's really fun to play with Jim.
Yeah, so this race is actually one of our players' favorites so far. Like we've seen on our several alphas and playtests, and every time we had the game into players' hands, they really loved that street race.
The area
Yeah.
is really
Yeah.
nice. The circuits
beautiful.
where you have to go is really cool,
Yeah.
well done, and I love the cars.
Yeah.
Really love the cars.
In my defense, you can see that I didn't equip the parts. That's why
People who start racing with excuses, you better finish first, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying here.
Talking
Please
the
stay on
talk.
the road.
How's that wait for me?
Street race, not tree race.
Maybe.
Oh, close.
So yeah, you might want to
Guys, be fair.
not get into the trees even though it's an off-road race.
So we were mentioning that this is one of the new events that's been added for an already existing discipline.
Yeah.
This is part of what we call densification in the
Absolutely.
studio. We actually released some information on that during our post-launch communication a little while ago. Sofiane was one of the leading men on that in the video. But like we said, it's really important for us to give you as much as we can of what you like to do in-game. We want to give you as many possibilities to do exactly what you like.
Yes, I mean, adding new content is of course a key element, but also adding new content to what you enjoy, what you discover is important. We can't just say, let's add new stuff and see how it works. We want that. We want to create, we want to be sure that our creative team can add you as many elements, newer elements, but we want to make sure also that what is being added at launch is also being made bigger. So that's why this is a street race that was not available at the rookie level of fame, but at famous or popular is now available. And Aurel is destroying and smashing everything.
It shows you
Taking a
also
few
that
sneaky
We are
shots.
Yeah.
building
Yeah.
a perfect race for you and you're crashing everything.
You wanted me to finish first, I'm doing the job,
yeah,
okay?
but no subtlety
There
here.
is no longer
No
any
way.
friends.
No, but it's cool to see that even though like this is a discipline that you get right from the start in the game, there are ways to make it more advanced and to
Yes.
to keep the challenge going.
Absolutely.
Actually.
Yeah.
As you saw again here, there are some signs that tells you where to go, but sometimes you are not forced to follow the sign. You can take some shortcuts, like the jumps we just saw like a couple of seconds ago. And this is what we like about the street racing. You're free of mastering the streets the way you want it. Oh, teaser.
There we go. Bit of showboating at the end. Good job.
Good job. Yeah.
Nice. See, I told you.
I think the open beta is
Yeah.
on the 21. 21st. Yeah.
21st,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. In case you missed
So, tomorrow morning.
it. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow
exactly.
morning, yeah.
8 a.m. Paris time.
10.
10 a.m. Paris time.
10 a.m.
8 a.m. UTC.
Yes.
And we did the map with all the times.
Yes.
That is already available on all our social media.
It is
You
indeed.
try to make the first step to upload.
Not sure what happened here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Aurel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For all this great gameplay and all those great tips.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we will see you on the servers during the open beta.
With pleasure.
Shall we move to the not yet the Q&A? We are still
No.
adding your question to the list.
Mm-mm.
But we would like to take some time to discuss about some initiatives that are taking
Yeah.
place on the open beta.
Yeah, there are pretty cool contests actually that you can take part in during this open beta. If you're on the NCSA side of the planet, so America,
Something.
then you want to play the open beta for a chance
USA.
to win. So this here. just for
This is Sofiane. Sofiane is not to win.
So if you want to win a real Harley Davidson, well,
An Iron 8A3.
yeah, the one that's in the game. So yeah, play the open beta in America to make sure you get a chance to win this.
There are some conditions, but they're really simple. You just need to reach the level of fame and to subscribe to the contest.
Yeah.
So check out the website.
Pretty
it's really easy to find. Just go to thecooking.com/beta.
Yes.
Exactly.
On US side.
And yeah, still on the US, well, you should definitely check out also a live stream going on over there. It's taking place in Santa Ana next to Los Angeles. You're gonna see our very own Julien Hummer, player experience director that you already know about. He's over there and he's gonna take part in the live stream. So it's on June 22nd. It's it's 1 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. for us Frenchies. And it's going to be great. It's going to be a big show. And for us, all Europeans, we have the Face Your Ride contest, which is also really, really awesome.
Big stuff.
Yeah, big stuff. If you master our video sharing tool, which is pretty easy, let's face it, it's really intuitive, and you get to share your best stunt, you're gonna be able to do it in real life with a real pro Red Bull pilot. This guy here. And so yeah, go ahead and check those out and really take part in this. Aurel is really burned out because he can't do
Okay,
that.
I'm
We
leaving.
cannot do that. So yeah. So check those out.
Yeah, super cool. And if you play the OB, but also if you played the Crew 1, we mentioned it a bit before, but we still have the rewards program running.
Yes, this is something that is a very, very important for us. You guys have been with us for many years now, and we are proud to count you in our community. And we wanted to make sure that if you played a lot the Crew 1 and you are getting into the Crew 2, you can bring with you and start building your garage. So by playing the Crew 1, you can unlock up to 19 vehicles.
That's one nine.
The Crew 2.
19.
Yeah, 19. Yeah, without the S at the end. And that's quite a lot. So simply make sure to complete what is described on the website. There's a dedicated page for that. And jump into the Crew 2. You have a few months to get them. It's limited. Well, a few months is quite a lot, but still limited. And you can get all these vehicles in your save directly. So check it out.
And there is one vehicle that we will give to all
the Crew 1 players.
Players.
So again, when we say players, we mean that we want you to be in the game to make sure you were here, that we can see you. And if we saw you in the Crew 1 and you get into Crew 2, we are giving you one vehicle.
And it's
At least one.
really beautiful one.
Yeah.
It's one cool. It's a surprise.
It's a really cool
surprise.
car.
It's on the website.
And it seems that we have a trailer for this
We
initiative.
do.
Let's check it out.
Hustling's hard, but I'm used to it. I'm numb, I don't feel no pain. We push until the sun comes up, baby. We get it in the pouring rain. I won't stop until my heart stops. They gon' have to force me in the grave. Until that day, there's no sleep for me. I want the world to know my name.
So you can see 19.
19.
19 vehicles.
The last one with the drift is a surprise one.
The red car?
The red
It's quite cool.
It's quite cool.
with the horse on it.
Yes, with a horse on it,
I
yeah.
think it's too obvious now. Stop it. Okay, cool. I think that's almost all. We can move now to the Q&A because we've
Absolutely.
seen quite a few questions. So don't worry if you've seen James looking down, he's just looking at his screen. So don't
For the
worry, it's
questions.
just normal.
Absolutely.
He's not falling, he's not just...
It's not a problem. I have
Yeah.
a beautiful freestyle laptop here, and I shall be the quiz master for this Q&A session.
But
to
before we move to your questions, we want to get rid of some topics.
Yes.
Because it's super important for us to make some stuff clear, as we did during the first closed beta live stream. So first of all, Sofiane, can you give us a quick recap of the season pass?
Yes, so I've been told that my French accent in the video was not very clear.
Yeah.
So yes, the season pass, as you were saying, gives you access to 3 exclusive vehicles at the launch. But not only that, you will also have access to 1 exclusive house location. There will be outfits, and there will be a 20% discount on every items that you can buy in the game, in both crew credits and bucks. But that's not it. After that, post-launch and each month, we will be giving to the Season Pass owners 2 vehicles for free. So if you have the Season Pass, these 2 vehicles each month, in total of 22 post-launch, will be coming to your save directly. And with a 7 days early access for the Season Pass owners. After these 7 days, other players will be able, of course, to purchase them in both crew credits or bucks. But yeah, for Season Pass owners, that's 25 vehicles directly in the save throughout the year. So it's quite cool.
That's quite good.
So,
And the vehicles are quite good. We cannot talk about them
No
now.
spoilers.
I know.
No spoilers.
But yeah, that's something to look forward.
They're pretty
even
fantastic.
at the launch, I mean, I really love them. The Spitfire is just beautiful. It's one of my favorite planes, so I really love it.
And with some amazing stickers from the community, because we did not talk
Yes.
about those one.
Yes.
We've seen some amazing stickers during the closed beta.
I think that was what the first thing I did with my plane is I went to the stickers created by the players and put them on a plane. I was just like, all right, I love this game.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to look for something. I just wait for some creators, talented people, not like me, not very creative with the stickers, and just put them there. And was,
Yeah,
it
but
was
you
cool.
make the thing happen. You make the open
With the
happen.
team, yes, yeah, with the team we
Or
did
the
that. Yeah.
architect.
Cool. So next topic, it was the main discussion in the PC forum of the closed beta. During the closed beta, many of you were affected by the AVX situation. So basically, I will not go into details, it's super technical. If you had an old processor or a processor that is not gaming, high-end, etc., you were not able to launch the game, and you had no error codes or anything. That was because of a missing technology called AVX. Okay, it's already boring, sorry.
We fixed it.
We fixed it, and that's the
Not boring.
main surprise for today, for the open beta and for the main game.
The key element I think to keep in mind here is that we will always try to fix everything as soon as possible. We never forget anything. It's a question of time, it's a question of priorities, it's a question of making sure we are taking the right decision. But this was very important. So it was important for you, it was important for us, and we tried to make it fixed, and now it is.
And it was a huge challenge because it was super short between the closed beta and the open beta. So
yeah,
But it was
I really want to thank the dev team here for this.
I mean, we're all in together in this, and the team is
we're in the same boat.
Oh, nice! We are on the same boat, on the same.
See what you did there.
We are moving. Yeah, I mean, truly, the team is looking all your feedbacks for during every time there's a new testing phase. It's not just us; it's the entire studio that try to know what's going on, how we can improve things, how we can fix them, how we can add them. It's, we are passionate about what we do. Aurel told you about it. When he talks, it sounds, you can hear it, that he loves his job. We all do it. It's important for us. It's a key moment for us, and we are very proud of bringing you this.
I want to make a special thanks to all the programmers that we never see in the screen, but there's an army of them, and they're doing an awesome job.
Well, they don't want you. When I show up with a camera, they hide.
Yeah, but we need to talk about them because
They do a hell of a lot of work behind the scenes.
Exactly.
They do.
Absolutely, the unsung
And also
heroes.
to all of you for the feedback we received, because all
Absolutely.
the balancing, all the decisions we made are also based on your feedback. And talking about which, wow, perfect transition. Amazing. For the more engaged player, the one that really want to go in the hardcore modes, we built the progression system balancing stuff. Basically, the RPG progression have been changed since the closed beta. So if you are a regular player, you will not be affected at all. But if you go a bit further, if you play on hard mode, if you want to go to the end game, the loot reward system have changed, and it takes a bit more time to unlock great stuff and go further with your cars.
The idea here was to make sure that your experience is challenging and rewarding at the same time, and with that we listen to your feedback. And again, we will keep doing it. I mean, it's a key aspect for us. You told us about it. We tried to make the right changes. We're really happy about them. We'll see what you're going to do, how you're going to play it and enjoy it in the open beta and launch, and then we'll talk about it again.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Should we move to today's questions?
Yes, absolutely. So we've had quite a few questions come through. I don't think we'll be able to answer them all, but we've got some of the main ones here. And we were just talking about feedback from the players, how we like to listen to it, how it's obviously all forwarded on as soon as it comes through. One of the questions here is, has there been any improvement to wall grinding? Because it can make for very unfair leaderboard times. Now, this is something that we've seen come up from the community in the Crew 1. And it's been asked quite a few times for the Crew 2 as well. And we've had confirmation that we are allowed to say that, yes, we're working on it. So we know it's important for the community. We've had a lot of feedback about it. It's not a simple thing to fix.
No.
But the team are looking into it, and that's all we can say for now, but we're getting a thumbs up on it. So
Yes.
It's
Absolutely.
something important for us to share. Other questions that are coming through.
Can you give us a name?
The name. So
who's
that
asking?
particular question was from Straight Up Hippo, who is
Hippo.
Hello Hippo. Yes, quite a well-known name within our community. A second question that's come through from I don't think I'm going to be able to pronounce this one right. Zotroyav is there a story
sure
mode
it's-
in the Crew 2, and can you give us a little bit more information? So we've seen some of the events that we can play today. Last time we've shown over the past few months some of the live extreme series as well. How does that tie into the overall story of the Crew?
You want to get this one, Claire?
I can. Well, you guys are familiar now with that big universe we call Motornation, which is basically taken over by 4 different motorsports families, as we've seen: street racing, pro racing, off-road, and freestyle. Well, the really cool thing about the Crew 2 is there are actually 4 stories in the game. One for each family. Every time you're gonna enter the HQ and meet your mentor, your rival, there's going to be a specific story, a specific narrative arc and actions you have to take, or you can take, because you're free to
You choose, basically.
to or not. Basically, yeah, you can decide to tackle one of the family's events and not the other one, and do them in any order. This is really like non-linear progression complete. So that was a big challenge actually for our narrative director. Like, kudos to him, because he really nailed that down.
It's not an easy task.
Yeah, basically you can do whatever. You can be really your own champion in your own way. Choose the order you want to do story missions, and decide whether or not you want to take that.
But I
that
do
course of
recommend
action.
you do them, because there are at least some nice videos, nice story that you can get on board.
You get rewarded for doing
Yeah.
the story,
Oh, yes.
definitely. Yeah.
And if you do, you can do only one family if you want. You can just go street racing. But if you're a new player, we really recommend you to try all of them.
I
at the
recommend to
beginning.
everyone, not
Yeah.
just new players.
Yeah, of course. But if you only play the Cross
Do
Vita,
them.
you can do whatever you want.
People have worked hard on those on those missions. So.
Okay, do all the missions.
No, but like we said, technically you could just spend your days doing dynamic freestyle and win followers that way. But I mean, it's a free country, like we said. But yeah, we really encourage you to go through all families and discover this whole universe we've built up, because it's really rich and yeah, it's really nice. And it's actually deeply inspired by the reality of motorsports today. Like, everybody has its own his or her own way to express their passion for the engine, for anything motorized. So yeah, we've tried to translate that into the game.
Does it answer your question?
I think that's a pretty good answer.
I can go on.
I think
I
that's
was like,
pretty
oh yeah, okay.
But we've got some other questions piling up as well, so maybe we'll move on to those. We've got Psycho X Rat, who's echoed a question that many have asked about whether free drive challenges will make a return. So they're not in the game at launch, but never say never, basically, is the answer we can give.
Nice one.
That is the confirmed response we got here. So hopefully that answers that question for
Okay,
you.
James, can we
Moving
take
on
also regular
to-
question, not only
Yes.
tricky ones?
Absolutely.
in
We've
PR mode.
got Mediocrity Goggles, who's asking whether we can give more details about the icon point system and how that works. So we've seen the status levels towards the lower end of the spectrum, the ones they've got access to, had access to in the closed beta and will have access to in the open beta.
Yes.
How does that work at the higher echelons when you progress further through the game?
Well, once you reach the icon level, you can actually progress to the icon levels. So from 1 up to however the time you want to spend in there.
Yeah, I think 999, something like that.
And it takes a lot of time to reach those. But it's not just a progression through these levels just for the sake of doing it. It's also for the sake of getting some rewards, and very, very cool rewards. And I think, so I'm not going to tell you which one, but you can check it out for yourself. There's one vehicle that is exclusive to the iconic progression. But you need to reach, like, I think it's iconic 600.
600, yeah.
But it's a beautiful car. So
It really is.
Is it
And
one-
it's
Is it one with a
really-
horse?
yeah,
A red one with a horse?
Maybe.
so yeah, the progression to the iconic levels allows you to get different rewards, and just to show to other people how good and how performing you are in the game.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. It's a very complete answer yet again. What else have we got here? We have got a question. So it is one that we kind of answered in the last stream. But this one is about revealing the map and quick traveling in the Crew 1. How does revealing the map and teleporting from place to place work in the Crew 2? Because it's changed a little bit since the first game. Can we maybe clarify how that works in the second?
So yeah, in the Crew 1 you had to unlock areas. There was the fog of war, so this time you do not have it. However, you can teleport fast fab to all the activities, event, skills. Many areas on the map are reachable directly from any event and directly from the beginning of the game. You do not have to complete a certain amount of unlocking these areas. If you want to go straight to New York or Miami or wherever, just select an event, go there and start playing. I mean, that's quite straightforward.
Oh, you can
It
take
is,
your plane.
nice and easy.
Or you can
Or
take
you
your
can take a
plane.
plane.
You can
Absolutely.
take a plane.
Exactly.
Oh,
You
your
start
boat.
the game,
Oh,
you
a
see the
boat,
whole
you,
map.
you can cross the whole USA with your boat?
Yep, absolutely.
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
I think
It's reshaped.
I think one of our players, Paraglider, in the last test has tried to cross coast to coast in a bunch of different vehicles. He put some videos up on his channel about them. He timed how long it took to do it. He took a few different routes. So definitely go check that out because there's some pretty
That's
cool
called
footage there.
commitment.
It is, absolutely. He did it for you guys. Right, okay, what else have we got here?
And just to finish maybe on the teleport,
Yeah.
the more you progress on the game, the more you will unlock skills,
Absolutely.
events. So you will be able to teleport almost everywhere.
Yeah, as we saw when Oil reached the level popular, there was 45 new events, and of course with the other levels you will have more and more and more events, so more areas to teleport to.
Fantastic, thank you. So next question, we've got Funk Metal asking about car repairs. So obviously we've seen a little bit of contact between the cars earlier on when the competition got a bit heated, and they're asking whether the car repair feature from the first game, the Crew 1, is completely gone, or does it have a use in the second game? How do the cars repair, and how is kind of destructibility a thing in the Crew 2?
Well, in fact, it's a feature we had in the Crew 1 that we found out that it was not really needful or really important for the player's affordance and behavior and gameplay, in fact. So the car will get scratches, a bit of deformation, but it will come back slowly after time.
So it'll automatically repair over time.
Exactly.
afterwards.
So
Okay.
you don't have to bother about breaking your car. You can do it whatever you want. It will come back to clean and perfect after a few seconds or minutes.
Just like in real life.
I was going to say that.
If only it was just like in real life.
If only, yeah.
So you can focus on your skills.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I think we're coming to the end of. We're being asked for more news about Gator Rush. We can't give you any more news about Gator Rush. We know you're
Too
excited.
soon.
We're excited too, but you're going to have to hold on a little bit more for some more information about that.
You can go to the HQ to look at the overcraft. And
That's
have
true.
a look and try to understand how it would work. But
You
for
can
now,
test drive it a
that's
little
all.
bit.
Stop it there, stop it there.
Exactly. We're going to leave it at that for the teasing, though. I think that's pretty much it for the questions we've got today in terms of what we can address right now. So I think the next part of the stream is one that a lot of people have been waiting for.
The giveaway.
Is it a giveaway? It is a
giveaway.
giveaway.
So we have one thing to give away today.
Which is a pretty cool thing.
Pretty cool thing. Don't worry, on next live stream we will maybe have more things like codes, gold editions, time stuff. But today we want to really celebrate the open beta and the opening to all players and give one of the Moto editions. What is the Moto editions? Basically everything.
Yeah.
It's everything about the Crew 2, so all physical and digital content. So this is a little box you can see here.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
You have a beautiful box here.
Yeah, you don't have your nail polish on, James. So
no, I don't. Don't worry, it won't get scratched.
You cannot do the TV shopping stuff.
Exactly.
So you have the license plate of the Crew 2.
I'm having this
pretty
on the
nice.
bike.
Yeah.
You also have the steelbook.
Yeah.
Pretty
nice and
pretty
shiny.
nice, to be honest. And we also have
we have a map.
The map.
We have a couple of stickers that
James already stole.
wasted on his
this
laptop.
one, for instance.
Yeah.
You've got one for each family, so you've got a whole selection based on which family you like the most.
So if one day you're lost in the US, you can use it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
try using that.
It's 100% accurate.
Tell us how it works.
And you can win that right now. So it will include a digital key for the game as well.
On PC, I think.
On PC?
On PC.
Yep. Okay, on PC, and it's for the gold edition.
It's a gold
of the game
edition.
as well?
So basically, all the
Everything.
content. So it includes the base game, of course. It includes the season pass, the deluxe edition content.
Absolutely.
Trying to remember
Well
everything.
done. Well
So
done.
the
Nice.
deluxe edition, you have access to the Iron and the Mercedes.
The Deluxe Edition, there are 3 vehicles. I think you can check it out directly on the website. I don't remember the names, but yes, you have 3 different vehicles. For season pass, you have too many vehicles, too many names to remember. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff over there.
And you also have access to the 3 days early access.
Yes.
So you will be able to play starting next
On 26.
On 26.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Exactly.
Super soon.
It is.
So as
just
soon
next
as you finish the open beta, you just close the
Get in
game,
the game.
install, reinstall, and go.
That's it.
Almost.
Yes.
Exactly.
It is.
So how do we win?
So basically, just enter the raffle that our fantastic CM team is currently running in the Twitch chat. They'll get in touch with you with all the instructions. They'll let the winner know as well, and they'll take you through all of that. We wish everyone good luck for that raffle and advance
Not
congratulations.
waffles.
Not waffles,
Truffle
yeah, not waffles.
or-
It's exclamation mark raffle, and that about wraps it up for the giveaway. Anyway, they will handle that for us. So
Thank you very much, guys.
thank you very much for all your help with that. You mentioned the open beta tomorrow. So what are the key points we should remember? It gets live at 8 a.m. UTC.
Yes, that's a
In the morning.
duty, and 10 a.m. in the morning
10 a.m.
in
Maybe we
Europe.
can show the map. I think we have the map with the
We do?
timings.
Yeah, we do have the map with the timings.
So we'll just get that up there to
It's
show
a
you.
big map, full
It is.
screen.
Yeah.
Here we go. So you've got a few different time zones on there.
Of course, it's not only available there. It's just to give you.
It's just to give you an idea of how
an
it
idea.
evolves, yeah.
Book a plane and go to Paris.
Yeah, something to keep in mind is that it's available everywhere on your PC, on Steam, on PS4, and on Xbox.
Absolutely, yes.
So get ready to jump into that tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
You can already preload since
Yeah.
E3.
It's
Yeah.
GT3, absolutely, yes.
It's,
Absolutely.
June
And we
11th.
look forward to everything you can send our way in terms of screenshots, in terms of videos. Please do, we mentioned it earlier on, but keep on sharing all your creations with us. We absolutely love seeing them.
yeah.
Use the hashtag #TheCrew2, whichever social media you're sharing it on, and we'll pick those up. And yeah, we really look forward to playing with you guys and also seeing what you can come up with.
Yes.
It's
See
gonna
you
be
on the
amazing.
road
It is.
and in the sky and whatever.
And share your feedback.
whatever
Share all
then,
your feedback.
Share.
Yeah,
It is.
please share your feedback and well, thank you everybody.
Yep.
It's been a
Thanks.
pleasure being with you today.
Absolutely, thank
this
you.
is only our second live stream, but don't worry, it's not the last one.
Yeah.
There are
at
going to
all.
be plenty more. Stay tuned for more information about when we're next going to put the Twitch channel to use. Be sure to subscribe as well, to follow us, so that you can see those notifications pop. Quick thank you as well to everyone who's been helping us out behind
Yes.
the scenes.
Yeah. Please, guys, a huge thank you. So Xavier, Florent, thank you very much, guys. The other players, can you maybe just come over here?
I'll love
Come,
you.
guys.
Oh, they're gone?
See the faces of people
they
who
got-
beat Aurel.
Fuck.
Got the testers
They're
going through
too
the circle,
shy.
thank you. So these are the guys who've been providing your amazing gameplay
guys.
entertainment. Easy up, that's it.
On va se serrer un petit coup.
Come on, come on, come on,
we go.
come on.
It's gonna be super crowded now. So this is our amazing testing team. So thank you very much, guys. They are the one going through all your feedback, all the bugs you submit, because
Yeah.
games have bugs, it's a fact. But we are doing all best to solve them as soon as we can. So thank you very much for all and for today. You amazing gameplay.
Absolutely.
And,
For allowing me
That's
to win
yours.
from time to time.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers, guys,
yeah.
and thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned for more information.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.